Anyway, coming back to Euro again, I guess we talked a little bit about English team and a little bit of Croatia. That's seems like almost a similar team that they had,
Yeah,
excluding Mandzukic, or Mandzukic is still there. Um, in
I guess
2018,
Rakitic is not there because he retired. So far I know.
Brozovic is there. You have
Yeah,
Luka Modric. You have almost similar sort of team. Andre Rebic is probably there from AC
yeah.
Milan. He had fairly good season too. But do you think people are not really talking about Croatia, but talking about England or Spain or some other country? Say for Italy is a good bunch of squad because they have fairly good solid bunch of young players that are coming up. But
Actually, when sorry to interrupt. Actually, when you were asking about like a finalist or like a team to bet on or something like this, the first team came on my mind is Italy. They are like the most consistent team in last 2 years. So we should like one of the players is he actually impressed me a lot. Like I really like midfielders. So
yeah,
Barella
yeah,
is like I actually enjoyed him playing like like enjoyed like watching him play. So
yeah.
like
I was watching this documentary of Inter Milan winning this
mm,
Scudetto. And an interview from Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez, the duo front duo of the Inter Milan side, and they were talking about Barella, and they were talking about him as one of the maniacs. He's a very good person outside of the field, but he goes into the field, becomes a maniac, who runs 90 minutes at the same speed and
exactly.
wants to win everything, every tackle, every ball, every pass. So Barella is definitely one of the top-notch player. They have Sensi, who's a very skilled midfielder.
Yeah,
I'm always a big fan of Lorenzo Insigne of Napoli. Um, they have Immobile as striker, sometimes hit or miss, but he scores a lot of goal for Syria and as well as for Italy. And Italy always good tactically. Robert Mancini is a very proven manager, and from goalkeeper situations to the striker, and even looking at the bench, it looks a very solid group.
actually, I want to like show you the thing I was thinking about, like about Italy.
Okay.
For example, I would go with the formation. Like they're playing in different formation. Like for
So
example, they
just to make it clear, this is. Give me a second. Oh, I probably zoomed too much. Yeah. So the diamonds is your Italy side.
yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So can you see it or record it?
Yeah, it's getting recorded. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, okay. So like probably these two positions will be filled by this one, and this one will be filled by Barella and Verratti,
Yeah.
and they have this like crosses from like these angles. Like I saw them scoring goals like from crosses like this, like they cross or sometimes lob the balls over the defenders, like over the back lines, and then they scored with a like a screamer or probably a header, like a strong header. So like those
Sorry
like
to interrupt you right there. If you could move your you know the position, that would be easier.
which one? This one?
Yeah, anyone you could move. Are you talking about this particular thing, or can you move anything? That's what my question is.
Like this?
Yeah,
Oh
it's not
yeah.
showing here.
Oh okay.
Oh,
So
right now I can see. Yeah.
So
If you
like
select it and you can move it, yeah.
yeah, so they have this tendency to, for example, this player, like probably Verratti, has a tendency to cross over the defender and to find this guy in the wing, and um, uh, Barella has a tendency to find this winger or probably this striker, emerging striker. So like they have this, like I was saying, like this Italian team, they can actually hold the ball. Uh, they they are not the team
To defend
like
always, like
yeah,
classic Italian
like
team.
classic Italian team. They are not the one who's like based on only position based football, but they have this like all those things mixing up together to create something new. Like that's the thing about them. Like I really like that. Like they sometimes cross the balls or go for a counter attack with the speed.
Yeah.
And yeah, like this is like the Italian team actually impressed me a lot. Like a lot. Like I really love them playing in last 2 years. And how can I say, like they have a pretty good chance to like
They've
come.
done very well. To be
Yeah,
honest, you're not alone. I've been a fan of this Robert Mancini side. Look look to dominate any kind of space they get. Looks to dominate. The transition is quick,
yeah,
as well
exactly.
as well as the passing capability from, you have Verratti is one of the finest midfielders. You have Locatelli, who's very intelligent
Yeah,
player,
look at it.
and obviously Barella, who's a maniac according to Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez. And then you have fairly solid backline. Always Italy has. I've seen they're fairly good players, except Bonucci and Chiellini, who are getting older. But still, they have Acerbi, they have
They don't
Collard.
actually play. Yeah, they don't actually play with high lines, so I don't think that would be a problem
Issue.
for
Yeah,
them.
exactly,
So like and for example, they are actually vertically more not much distributed. They
exactly.
go together and come back together with a smaller
They
space.
rely
So
on
like
their midfield way more than
yeah,
um, than actually,
yeah. Also like some,
and then the pressing is actually sometimes it's selective pressing. It's not like always pressing.
yeah, 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 exactly. And also like they use the wingers to break the press. Like it's like really impressive. So it's I would say like I would bet on Italy. Like is one of the finalists, I guess. Let's see, but
Like your dark, it's not actually dark horse because Italy's
it's
history,
not. Yeah, it's
but
Italy is Italy.
Italy's given that
It would,
they've missed 2018 World Cup, and what happened, Italy is looking to go up given that there's young
uh,
bunch.
they, yeah, they have like one of the finest goalkeeper. So their defense is solid. Their midfield is like how can I say it's
It can
blistering.
compete with anyone.
Yeah, yeah, it can compete with anyone, and they can go toe to toe with anyone actually. And also, like the wingers, they are not as skillful as like other teams, but they actually can. And both of them are like goal scorer.
Yeah,
So like if they sneak a pass or sneak a header, they would score or something like this, even in one chance.
yeah. No,
So
I totally
yeah,
agree.